Hopefully I did my pre-flight checklist prior to doing this. Probably did not. All my lights are on. Uh, Hopefully everything's ready to go because, we are live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to you guys. It is Thursday, and man, we are on a live streaming tear. My God, I got to do a couple of little housekeeping things real quick. Bear with me. We got the alert right there. Hell yeah. Got to change the thumbnail. Do that. And then, yeah, I've been trying to make thumbnails for the live stream. I feel like that helps, right? Having a nice little thumbnail. I mean, it's basically like we're doing a video, except we're doing it live. So, what could go wrong? Hey, shout out to you guys on this fine Thursday. Thank you for taking the time to rock with me. Hopefully it's going well your day today. Mine is a little chaotic. I could have titled this thing something totally different. Not sure if I'm going to get into that or not, but we'll see. Hey, Robbie, what's going on with you? You're number one up in here. Evo, number two. Justin P, what's going on? Number three. And A Quiet Mind. Shout out to Arizona, number four up in here. Ed, I see you. Hey, thank y'all for taking the time, man. Let me just go ahead and mosey this joint right here. Just, throw it out there. Joe putting he's flying his sign today. Anyways, hey, look, prison NPC. If you were on the stream yesterday or if you saw the replay of that, we talked about NPCs. If you got no idea what those are, we're going to get up into it. I did a lot of planning for this live stream, so we've got stuff that we're going to be doing reactions to, and got some crazy stories to share with you. Hey, man, this joint going to be the whole kit and caboodle. Gangsterest word that you could ever say in prison. Kit and caboodle, though. So no work today. Nothing going on with the painting business. Got a couple of jobs that we're waiting on right this second, and it's about to be the end of the month. So we should have some work coming probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. And then by the 1st, we usually get a fair amount of work at the beginning of the month. With that, went and got my little workout in this morning. Ran my 2 miles. Did my little bench press. Joe feeling good. Mile High says, go Colorado Buffs prime time. Yeah, man. Hey, boy, Colorado. Shout out to that state. Very expensive state from what I've heard. Don't know much about them. I do know that primetime Deion Sanders is the coach for the Colorado Buffs. And, yeah, man, a lot of hype surrounding that team last year that obviously fizzled out. You had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on game day out there preaching the sermon. And then 3 weeks later, man, ain't nobody talking nothing about Colorado. Only thing that I've seen about them this season, this year going into the new college season is the fact that they all had their Instagram handles on the back of their jerseys. That could not be true, was it? Because everybody was commenting saying that the Oregon State coach was absolutely correct, or Oregon, not Oregon State, but Oregon's coach was absolutely correct saying that they were playing for clicks and all of that. Brian says, rest in peace to Rabbit. Edward says, do you still talk to Rabbit? Rabbit is okay. Matter of fact, he just hit me up today. I was supposed to have been gone and seen him these last couple of days. I just haven't been able to get over there. Folks, I'm telling you, we're about to have a good one here. And we're going to go ahead and get up into this thing. So, you may have noticed, if you follow me anywhere outside of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram especially, I've been doing a lot of reaction videos. I've been running across all of these crazy videos from prisoners in prison with cell phones, filming everything. And I've been doing a lot of reaction videos to that. I've been getting some really good videos that I've been running across. And yeah, man, today we're gonna do the long form reaction to some of these, because some of these I wanted to make a whole video about. The problem is when I'm doing these reaction videos, I gotta film the shit in portrait mode, and I don't really rock with portrait mode. You know, I could film it in landscape. Landscape, and then I guess change it, but that doesn't usually come out too well. Kane, what's going on? Do you worry that your kid will be clowned at school when these e-begging videos get around instead of actually working to provide for your family, NPC? Thank you for the donation. This is what I do. I am a content creator. And look, man, hey, this is the least that I gotta worry about. And my son ain't gonna be clown, man. We getting up into the jiu-jitsu. Is that how you say it? We're getting up into that early, the boxing. I'm gonna raise them right, man. Hey, knock they block off. Take care of that shit. They making fun of your daddy. Shit, the way the world's going right now, man. Hey, we might be running for our lives in the near future. I've been watching a lot of Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, man. That seems the direction that the world is going. But this is my job. Thank you, Nibby. I appreciate that. Kane Digger. I said. Kane Danger. Sorry. Thought you were setting me up for failure right there. But look, let's talk about the prison NPC thing before we get to the reaction long form stuff that we're getting ready to do up in here, folks. If you make a donation, damn, I was hearing some noise. I forgot I got my top guy working on my fence over here. If you make a donation, give me something to NPC. Let's make some prison NPC, so to speak. Aaron, shout out to you. I appreciate that, man. God, man. Kane, you took the wind right up out of my sails. I'm an e-beggar. That might be some new merch we got on the way right there, man. Shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not too proud to ask for help. Times are tough right now. You want to know why? You want to know why? I got my top guy working on my fence right now because we was trying to get my truck in the backyard. We trying to hide that joint, man. They coming to get my truck. I mean, it's a long story, but let's just say the police are actively looking for me right. I got to hide the truck, man. I ain't going to go no further with that, man. We'll save that for another time. Evo, shout out to the e-beggar right there, man. We're going to have some new emotes here, and it's going to be Joe holding up a sign. Oh, my God, we've got it. When I was holding up the football sign when I lost the Super Bowl bet, if y'all remember that, and the police came and messed with me on that day, too, we could just change the words on it from I lost the Super Bowl bet. Kane, you just gave me a great idea. Thank you. A new emote on the way. Joe begging. Shit. So let's get back to the NPC thing real quick. If you don't know what that is, trust me, you're going to learn today because I've got the perfect video to explain it that we're going to be doing a reaction to amongst a boatload of videos we're going to be reacting to. I worked hard to set this stream up. Go ahead and hit that like button for me if you wouldn't mind. And if you've got a wallet or a purse on you, go ahead and open that thing up for me. A checkbook. I knew that you came from the Reddit, so, I appreciate it, man. Thank you nonetheless. What is today? Today's the 28th. I ain't even been filming videos. But I got it all right here on my phone, though, ready for it. I wonder if it's in my Google Drive. It's not. It's just on my camera reel. I had to get those screenshots big time. James Whitfield says, do you got a Cash App, Joe? I absolutely do. Shit, can I drop that too? Hey, Kane, Joe getting the blessings today. Man, shit, what is my Cash App, man? All I ever do is send money. I'm about to turn this joint into a bot. Help me, help you, or something like that. Pull up the live stream right here, and hopefully I don't. Come on, man. How come I can't? Gosh almighty, man. YouTube, you're falling behind. TikTok made this a lot easier than all this shit I got to go to just to get to the damn stream. Shut that money down right there. Redskin Chris, very special shout out to you right there. Save the Dream Truck Fund. Whoo. Here's the crazy thing about it. My problems are a many. There are plenty. just got to be honest with you. But I appreciate that right there, brother. I'm going to go ahead and heart that. Thank you, man. I'm also going to drop my Cash App right here if anybody's interested. Shit, Joe ain't too proud, boy. That'd be right there, man. Hey, holla at your boy Jersey. What's going on? We'll need you up in here. Appreciate you being here. Redskin Chris, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being up in here. You know, shit, man. It is what it is. I was filming a video about this all day today, and basically it was like Joe on the run all day with the truck. Screw it. We'll do it here. It'll be over on Joe Does Stuff in a couple of days. But a couple of days ago, where do I even begin with this story? It's quite a long story, to be honest with you. I owe a lot of money on my truck, right? And I'm not talking about the payment. I just made my payment. I made my payment yesterday. And the damnedest thing happened. You see, I owe a substantial amount of money elsewhere for my truck. I owe a lot of personal property tax on my truck. Yeah. You see, I've refused to pay this city, which the city that I live in, they have the highest personal property tax of any area in my local area, of any of the cities. There's 7 cities in my area. I live in the most,
Save the Dream Fund.
You know, poverty-stricken area, basically. My city is. Like, my little area is pretty nice, but you go a block or two away, I mean, it's a shit show. High crime rate. Corrupt city officials and government. We got a freaking casino. We're the only area that's got a casino. They're bringing in $20+ million a month at this casino. And this city is still hammering its residents with the highest personal property. So you got to imagine my truck, and was originally an $80,000 truck. The personal property on that thing is expensive. So I didn't pay it, right? I just didn't pay it. What are they going to do? They're going to come take my truck? Well, that's not what they do, I don't think. If you don't pay your personal property on your house, I mean, they'll come take your house, but that gets taken out automatically in the mortgage. Personal property for a vehicle is a little bit different. And in fact, the only thing that really affects, as far as I know, I mean, shit, I don't know. Maybe they could come take the truck, is me being able to get new tags on my truck. So my tags are expired on my truck. And they're not just expired a little, they're expired a lot. And they've been expired, and it is what it is. I've been riding around. I ain't never had no issue with it. Well, all of a sudden, 2 days ago, I noticed the police in front of my house. And it's not the regular, beat cops. I mean, these are below beat cops. These are parking authority police. And they're not even messing with my truck at first. They're messing with my top guy's car. See, this is how this whole thing came. Here goes a damn refinance company calling me right now. Story time, folks. I'm talking about the fact that I am actively evading the police right this second. Clip it, send it to the police department, tell them I don't care. Okay, straight up. But it is the truth. So 2 days ago, I'm editing a video, and I look out the house, and I see an unmarked police car. Man, they got a damn unmarked. They don't even got a city car. I'm like, shit. And they're in front of, they're right by my top guy's vehicle, which his car has got some issues as well. It's not a vehicle that, anyways, I've had neighbors complain on his car and on my van quite a bit. So, perfect. So anyways, I've been dealing with the neighbors on that shit and really trying to be, the best that I can be with it. We got 3 vehicles. So you got my truck, my wife's car, and my work van. We keep those all in front of my house. There's other people who got 4 or 5 vehicles on the street. There's vehicles that ain't even moved on this street since they did the asphalt. But long story short,
NPC while someone is getting fleeced.
Yes, Skip Breezy. The subreddit will be annihilated. We'll do it live tomorrow. I'll be ready for it tomorrow. That's not where I was going today, though. So just mark your calendars tomorrow on the live stream. Annihilation of the subreddit. You will get the attention that you so desperately seek. Trust me, it'll be good. T6 Beat says, what is personal property tax? It's just another way for the frickin' city that I live in to stick it to you, basically. the shit's expensive. I think our personal property tax is like 7%, whereas Virginia Beach, which is the nicest area in my area, is like 4 or 5%. Why we got to be 7? 7% adds up. I see the police out there messing with my top guy's car. They're not messing with it, they're just parked right beside it. But then I see them getting out of the car. I already know they got their parking tickets in hand. So I go out there, and they don't even go to his car. They're going straight to my truck. As soon as they go to the truck, I immediately got to open my mouth. And all I said was, y'all ain't got nothing better to do. And as soon as I said that, man, this woman cop, can you say that in 2024? Lady parts cop? This bitch, boy, you would have thought she was the sergeant, the lieutenant of the goddamn parking authority, right? I said, what are you doing? She was like, the tags are expired on this truck. I said, this truck it's parked in front of my house. I said, I own this house. I said, that's my truck. The truck is registered. She's like, it don't matter. This is a public street. It's a city street. I'm like, damn, man, I don't even get the right to park in front of my house. So she puts the ticket on my truck. We have a little more back and forth. And I'm not being disrespectful to her, but clearly I'm aggravated about this situation. And I'm like, yo, man, I said, what did I say? You ain't got nothing better to do, yada, yada. I said, damn it, man, what else did I say? Like I said, I wasn't being disrespectful, like calling her out of her name, but I was getting pretty pissed off. And then what she does, she takes the damn marker and she goes and writes all over my window, police to tow. Took a picture of it, right? I'm like, damn, man, you writing on my truck with this damn thing that don't even come off. The truck is parked in front of my house. She's like, the truck is parked illegally because the tags are bad. I said, the tags are bad because I ain't paid my personal property tax. I said, everything else on the truck is legit. The insurance, the registration, all that shit is fine. I said, you're worried about the wrong thing out here. So we keep having this back and forth. Then her partner gets up out the car. She's got to have some backup for this situation. He's a freaking dweeb, too. So his dumb ass is like, oh, well, you could just use Windex to get that shit off. I wish I would have went and got the Windex right then and there, because when they left and I went to get the Windex don't work. You got to take a razor blade to get that shit up off the windshield. So we're continuing to have this little debate, we should call it. Again, not being disrespectful. I get it. They got a job to do. I get it. The tags are bad. Whatever, man. So somewhere along the line, she ends up saying, she was like, well, we got a complaint about this car, and then we seen your car. And I'm like, man, you ain't even get called out here for this shit. I said, and that's crazy you got to call out here for this car. I said, that's my worker's car. I said, that car's only here during the day. And anyways, it was a no-win situation. So that was 2 days ago when that incident took place. Yesterday, nothing happened. Well, the day before yesterday, nothing happened. But then yesterday, I'm doing the live stream with y'all. I get done doing the live stream. I go outside. I got another parking ticket, and that nice lady done wrote all over my vehicle again. So now I'm just racking up parking tickets, sitting in front of my own damn house. Crazy shit. And see, today was the day they were supposed to come tow my shit. Today was the day they had written to come tow it. So I was worried that they were going to come get it. And I was like, man, if they come tow my truck, man, whoo, that's $250 to get that joint out. Maybe I ought to just let it go. Hey, man, shit. So now I'm trying to hide the truck in the backyard like I'm trying to duck the repo man, all behind some personal property tax. And here's the other kick. I can't afford to pay this personal property tax right now. This shit's expensive, like $1,000 in personal property tax. Not giving you that money to pay your salary to keep going and writing tickets on people. So anyways, needless to say, Joe's in a little bit of a rebellion, a little bit of a F the police situation right now, even though not really. But I did, F around and make me a slight enemy with somebody who obviously ain't got shit better to do but to write me these tickets. So now I think to myself, I can't even go get a payment plan on this. Personal property tax, nah, they want that money. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, what do you do? Like, what do you do? I'm going to sit here and just keep racking up parking tickets? Can't afford the personal property tax. And then I think to myself, I'm like, man, my rotten ass neighbors called on my worker's vehicle, and they know it's my worker's vehicle. They see the vehicle all the time. We have had like 3 or 4 incidents over parking situations in the recent months. And each of those incidents, man, I have tried to take the higher road. And let me tell you, Joe not paying tag. You better bet I'm not paying this city shit. Take the truck. You could take the truck before I pay them taxes. I just went and picked my bicycles up from the storage unit today. I'll ride the bikes. That's how defiant I am over that. Cherry, didn't we get you bunged up out of here yesterday? Hey, Nick, very special shout out to you for that donation right there. I appreciate that. James, what's going on with you? Appreciate that. Says you got to accept it on Cash App. It's sent. What? When did I get a message? Hey, man. Dude just sent me $4,000. I'm kidding. No, but he did send me $100, man. Hey, James. Yo, I appreciate that, man. That's about what I owe in personal property tax, to be honest. About $4,000 on that damn truck. Turd says, is Joe married? I am married. My wife is pretty pissed off about the situation. The Kraken says, how much property tax does he owe? $4,000 on the truck. Yeah, man, it's been a little while, you know. But the funny thing is, there's no excuse for it. You know, I just didn't pay it, and then I couldn't afford to pay it, and now I'm in a situation where I can't afford to pay it. I just screwed up there, right? Got a lot of other obligations. A lot of other obligations than to pay this bum-ass city this mess. Manuel says some cops just want to pick a fight with people. It was my own damn fault for going out there and saying something to her in the first place. But the fact of the matter is they came back. So, like, now they're doing active patrol. And I was worried last night when I went to bed that I was going to wake up this morning, my truck was going to be gone. And, you know, whatever, man. I'm trying to I'm trying to just figure it out as I go here. But shit's a screwed up situation, to be honest with you. So, again, feels like I've been on a little bit of on the run. I'm like a fugitive right now. My truck most certainly is. Never had to mess with that before, though. I mean, I've had the state police behind me. It's just crazy. Never had an issue with it. And now all of a sudden, we do. James, man, hey, shout out to you, brother. That was very kind of you. Thank you so much for the support. Look, let me go ahead and try to entertain you guys. And, yeah, Tall Guy says it might be time to file bankruptcy. For sure. For sure. Every day we're just getting closer and closer to completely underwater. So we'll see. Ray says you got that gap insurance. I know where you're going. Brandon, I do not have chime, but I appreciate it. Thank you for being up in here, man. You're always supporting. I appreciate it. Hey, look, let me go ahead and move on and try to entertain y'all for a little bit. Going to pull the chat up right here. Hey, it's just a day in the life of Joe at this point. I got 1 foot already back in the prison. Crazy to think, man. But it might not even be the worst thing to happen, man. I thought to myself, could you imagine if I got locked up for that situation? Joe got locked up again. What did he do? He was arguing with the parking authority officer. Oh, man, that shit ain't nothing no more gangster than that right there. 13? Crystal, what are you talking about? Mr. Doodle, what's going on? Shout out to everybody up in here. How many folks we got up in here? 292 watching Joe just unravel a little bit. Now, again, since I've told you that story, let me tell you, I was about to title this Bobo, I'm currently actively on the run from the police. Could you imagine how many people would have been in here had I titled that that? Shit. Hey, Kyle, appreciate it, man. I'm trying. Aussie Scumbag, what's going on with you? Hope Liam is feeling better. Today he is feeling a little bit better, but I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been a struggle. Kimberly, very special shout out to you. Had a beautiful, healthy grandson yesterday. Congratulations. Thank you for being a member for 8 months as well. Ain't nothing like the birth of a child, boy. That put me in my place. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Boston says, will we have an after prison show if that happened? I'm always looking to push the envelope. You better bet it. Hey, Brandon, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for all the support. Means a lot, man. David, what's going on? Appreciate you, brother. Look, I'm getting ready to entertain y'all, man. Let's get ready to get up into this thing. Got the comments pulled up right there. Let's make sure everything is ready to go. It should be, right? You guys are too kind. I appreciate the support, man. All right, that right there. And then that right there. Let's try not to dox myself. And hopefully this thing comes out the way that it's supposed to. I worked long and hard to set this up. This was actually a pain in the ass. I'm literally trying to format the video to fit right where I need it to fit because I've got this portrait video that probably looks horrendous right here. And then me reacting to this. So if you saw the thumbnail on this live stream, we were talking about reacting to prison meals live. And folks, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok or even here, you've been seeing that I've been trying to experiment with the short game. Don't particularly like it, but I'm getting a little more well-versed in it. And I've been finding all of these interesting videos all over the internet. This looks horrendous right here to react to. So let's see how this works. I got 15 minutes of video right here, and this is a bunch of different clips. So one thing that I've got quite a bit of is these dudes cooking at the stairs. Now, if you saw the short that I put up today, it's about this particular video right here. We got a lot of smoke coming from underneath of those stairs, and right now, this doesn't even look that bad. Obviously, we got quite a bit of prison tacos or wraps right there. But folks, you're about to notice that this fire is about to get almost completely out of control. Yeah, I really should have moved this a little bit. It just looks so weird, right? Do they have windows in this prison that they can keep open? Because the smoke is billowing from this. I hope you like that smoky flavor. Smoked cardboard, that is. Look at that spork. He done burned off the tongs on the fork. And at one point, he had that thing in his mouth when he was cooking. Yeah, man, look at dude just coming down the stairs right there. Probably burnt his damn shower shoes coming down there. Singed his leg hair for sure. Maybe even got a little bit of that sock lint on those wraps right there. You can't tell me that shit ain't about to be burnt like toast. They ain't got no sprinkler fire suppression system in this prison. Look at that, man. Cooking with your feet. Seen videos like that from India on TikTok of people doing shit like that. Michael says lack of staff is why this is going on. I'm trying to figure out what he's actually cooking on right there, too, because in some videos we see they've got the sheet pan like you get out of the kitchen. If that's the sheet pan, that thing has seen better days for sure. What do you think the structural integrity of that staircase is at this point with continuous firebombing taking place underneath of that bottom step? I just got to imagine that structural steel right there has got to have been compromised or is certainly getting there. At some point, that staircase is going to collapse. I like this. This is nice. Long form reaction. I'm like the prison Gordon Ramsay right here. Enjoying it quite a bit. You know, can you imagine if your cell is anywhere in the proximity of this? That shit's got to be smoked out all day long. Where does all of the smoke go? Right? That's one of my biggest questions. He's got cardboard that he's burning underneath of the stairs. Where are they getting all of this cardboard? Because that's like cardboard boxes, it kind of looks like. And maybe they get 12 packs of soda where they are. Now, I'm quite certain this is down south. I'm not sure on what state. This could be Alabama, I believe. I get a lot of videos from Alabama, maybe South Carolina. I saw a dude on TikTok who did a lot of time in South Carolina who commented that this type of shit was taking place all the time where he was at. So it could be down there. But man, you got an ass load of wraps right there. You gonna flip them over at all? No, we're just gonna freaking incinerate one side of those. Shit's different, man. You'd have done this shit where I was at when I was there, man. You going back to court? They taking you getting a street charge for this. And to think that not only are we doing this shit so brazenly nowadays, we record it and put it all over the internet. Like, look at me, I'm cool. Look at the spork, man. Putting it. Looks like he's got it in his mouth right there. You can barely see it, but I'm quite certain that's in his mouth. Yep, that's in his mouth right there. But again, we're playing with fire, literally. So we're burning off any kind of anything getting up on there. I ran this video back to back like 4 times just so I could make sure that I hit on all cylinders with this reaction to this. That shit's got to get annoying, though. You think this takes place all day long in there? Again, I don't know exactly what state this is, but do they not have a microwave or a hot pot? You know, we straight up barbecuing in prison right now. And this video don't even do justice to some of the videos that I've got upcoming with this. You know, maybe that's his hustle. We got a lot of wraps right there, if that's what those are. I don't even know what those are. Those are big-ass tortillas. Like, when we do that shit, we're putting them joints in a bag. You know, we frying them. Tom and I did that cooking video where Tom was showing how you fry the wraps in the microwave. Dude don't even make an attempt to flip these over. Absolutely insane. Hey, David, shout out to you. Last Meals Restaurant and push the Ted Bundy special. I bet this idea you had would have been successful. Oh, a Last Meals Restaurant and push the Ted Bundy special. I bet this idea you had would have been successful. We're going to get to something close to what you're talking about right there. Coming home from prison and dealing with the food out here, trying to find success. I've got some information on that. Somebody who was in this live stream yesterday, I don't know if they're in here or not. I'm trying to remember who it was. If I saw your username, I would remember. But they sent me an email about this, and we're going to get into that in just a little bit as well. Raymond, what's going on with you? Love the content. Tried to recreate the stair taco. Huh. Let's move on. I'm sure this is about to be over right here. We've got something better that I want to try to recreate. Shout out to the 330 up in here, man. Empanadas, Nibby says. That's probably what it is. K-Rock, what's going on? Who needs a hot pot when you've got hot steps? You got to know, and they know, I know, that the guards just don't give a damn. Okay, they come in and see this shit. Oh, shit, y'all cooking? Yeah, you got that under control right there. I mean, shit ain't going to burn down. It's not like you could burn the prison down. The shit ain't nothing but concrete and steel. So we don't really got to worry about a fire getting too far out of control. My main concern is the smoke inhalation. Because right now, that shit look like about a 3-alarm fire in terms of the smoke that it's putting off. Just to be honest. Arnie Slab, I think it was you that sent it to me. The spreads, yes. Pretty sure it was you that sent it to me. Yeah, we're going to get up into that, man. I checked that out after you sent it to me. Jersey, what's going on? Shout out to you again. A quesadilla. Yep. Could be anything like that, man. Could be one of those, what you call it? All right, let's move on to this. Now, if you haven't seen this short that I did, I absolutely annihilated this right here, man. This dude got the Easy Bake Oven in prison, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this, folks. Dude done took a cardboard box, some kind of a way, fashioned a hot plate on top of it. Look at it, man. It's like he had the hibachi grill right there with that soup can lid. Man, we got an oven too. Holy shit. Dude took a stinger. And I'm sorry that this is just so grainy right here. I don't know why it is. Hopefully it looks better on your end. They made the DiGiorno pizza. Impressive freaking prison pizza right there. Now we're sauteing some shit. We got the butter going on. We putting the eggs up in here. When I first started sharing this video, I put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok. People were more impressed by the fact that they were getting eggs back to the cell. That is not a hard thing to do. Actual eggs come to the facility. We're not talking about like the carton eggs, but actual eggs come to the facility in big crates. And dudes will just bust them things open, put them in a glove, tie them to their nuts, and bring them back. So it's not hard to get the eggs back to the cell. When I was sharing this, somebody had made a comment on TikTok, I believe, and said that this was probably in the federal system. I've got no idea where this is at. But again, this dude took a cardboard box, hooked a stinger up to it. I don't know what he's using for that hot plate right there. Got that diced chicken. Man, dude making an omelet in the freaking cell right here with a DiGiorno pizza cooking underneath. Man, and we toasting the bread right here. That shit wild, man. You know how much dudes would pay when I was in prison for a breakfast sandwich smuggled back from staff dining? And nowadays, dudes are making these shits in their cell. I don't know why he had to move the plug on the stinger, but you saw that he did that. He was in the bottom outlet, and then he went to the top outlet. So maybe he tripped the breaker, but those will both be on the same breaker. So I don't know what that was all about right there. And I want to get back to inside of this oven, because this is where the real magic's at. It's inside. I mean, obviously, having the skillet and the oven combination is hella impressive. There we go. But look at that. Look at those coils. Look how red hot them damn coils are. Man, shit. Let me tell you something. Dudes don't even need knives in prison anymore. You got you an electric molten lava whip right there if you got problems with somebody. It's this tightly woven coil that he's used for, what he's got going on inside the oven. That's also heating the skillet as well. I don't know what that is, though. Like, where did he get that? That part definitely perplexed me quite a bit. But, man, dude chopping it up right there. And that pizza, God bless it, boy. Hey, that is something special right there. That's what I want to try to recreate. I think it was Jacob Gentry who first told me about the oven in prison. Maybe Banky knew about it too, and we talked about it. But I never saw, I never saw a prison oven. We didn't need them. We had microwaves. People said, in Pennsylvania, for example, somebody had commented and said, in Pennsylvania in the prison system, they don't got the microwave. I don't know if they've got a hot pot. At Mecklenburg, when I got to Mecklenburg for receiving, that was a notoriously violent prison when Banky was there back in the 90s. They didn't have microwaves there. They had the hot pots, though, so you could go get the boiling hot water to make your noodles. If they don't have a microwave, do they have to have a hot pot? And if they don't have neither one, well, damn it, you better be making you the prison-made Easy Bake Oven. Can you imagine taking this thing to Shark Tank? If they making shit like this potentially in the federal system, I'm just curious to know what else they making. Because this right here is something special. Do you wonder if that thing ever just catches on fire and just burns up completely? Mr. Doodle says, I invented prison ovens. Good for you. Then found out he dated my cousin. What are we talking about, James? I'm missing all of that. Oh, shit, Jennifer. I appreciate the support in that comment right there, talking about I wish I could send you a large sum. Hey, don't worry about it. Just being up in here, appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you for being here. Yes, I ran this video a couple of times right here. And, yeah, that's about all I got on it. Again, impressive breakfast sandwich. to be able to cook two totally separate prison meals at the same damn time? What y'all eating for dinner? Shit, omelets and pizza. It's like vodka and milk right there, but okay. You don't never got to leave your cell. You don't never got to leave your cell making some shit like that, man. That is something. Yep, and I ran this a bunch of times, so yeah, man. Andy Moore says the bussin' dude made a prison lighter. I did a prison lighter first, long time ago on After Prison Show, but the prison lighter has come a long way since me putting pieces of graphite into a surge protector. Funny story about that, when I was filming the video making a prison lighter, the first time that I attempted to ignite the lighter, I kicked every breaker in the apartment as soon as that graphite touched. It was a blackout. Yeah, I thought I was about to burn the place down trying to show the world what prisoners were doing to make fire. There we go. Now we cooking, folks. Thank God that video done went off. Hey, Frost Delicious. Shout out to you for that right there. And shout out to Sweden, man. Appreciate the love. Not sure about that currency, but yo, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being up in here. All right, so folks, I know you're probably like, oh shit, Joe just got caught in 4K. Joe just got caught in 4K. Nope, that's not what this is at all. This one actually has audio, but part of this was titled Prison NPC. I was ready to NPC for you. And if Stranger Danger's still in here, whatever, Dane, was that it, Dane? Dane, if you're still up in here, think I'm worried about my son seeing these videos or these live streams of me e-begging. When you got shit like this going on, if you don't know what an NPC is, folks, well, let's watch and learn together, because I'm going to start doing it. If you make a donation, write a little something in there for Joe to put on to. Because this, folks, is what an NPC is these days. What the actual...
Zaz, yum, ice cream so good. Yum, ice cream so good. Yum, ice cream so good. Wow, beautiful swan, just like me.
What the world, boy?
Zaz, 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 zaz.
It is making me visibly uncomfortable watching this right here. Again, look at this chick. This is the one that I was talking about yesterday. She's in a 5-star hotel room right here. She's got 5,000 people watching her do this shit. She's not even saying one. She's not even saying one English word.
It was so good coconut. Gang,
Well,
gang,
maybe she
gang,
is.
gang, gang, gang,
Gang, gang, gang, gang, gang, gang.
gang, gang.
What in the goddamn hell?
Gang, 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 gang.
Folks, we've got a presidential election upcoming. We've got an asteroid probably. This what we doing. This is the content we're bringing to the world. If you watched me yesterday, I made mention of me having a complex years ago when people would ask me what I did for a living. I do YouTube. What you mean you do like a OnlyFans? It just felt weird to me, right? I kind of like, I think to myself, like people see her out in public. Oh shit, hey, gang, 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 gang. Yo, you, hey, ice cream so good. That's you.
Gang, 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 gang. Zaz, gang, 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 gang.
Now again, if you're not familiar with this at all, okay, if this is like, if you're watching this and you're like, Joe, you built your For You page brick by brick. That's a comment that I see all the time. If you've never stumbled down this part of the internet, this rabbit hole, all this shit that she's doing right here is only part of it. You got to pay attention to what she's got in her hand right there. She's got a hair straightener in her hand right there that she's like taking popcorn and putting the popcorn in. And she's popping popcorn with a hair straightener for some reason. Folks, this is 2024, okay? This is what people are watching. 5,000 people watching this. 350 watching what I'm doing right here. I might be barking up the wrong tree. You got to know that when she gets done doing this shit, she is laughing at y'all or whoever watches this.
Gang, 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 gang. Zaz, it was so good. Coconut. Zaz, zaz, zaz. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
Huh? Yes, vote for me, huh?
She's like a God blessed sim from the video game The Sims. That's like what this is. And again, man, 6,000 people watching it right here.
Huh? Zaz, zaz, it was so good. I liked it. Gang, 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 gang. Zaz, zaz, zaz.
I wonder how much those little roses and rainbows and those gifts are actually worth. You know, because if they're anything like Twitch bits, they're really not worth a lot, and it actually takes like a lot of them to actually equal something. Now I know that they have like bigger gifts on on TikTok, like galaxies, for example. And I wish I would have had the other video of the guy Straight Drop Lace who just spazzes out for donations. But you got to imagine that's probably worth like half a cent right there, right? And this is what you're doing for half a cent? This is what you're doing. Playing indie, shout out to you. Broke Wing all day.
Zaz, fire. Zaz, gang, gang,
Gang,
gang, gang.
gang. Like those boxing gloves right there. That's got to be like a bigger donation. I don't know I don't know what any of this equates to right here.
Props to you, huh? My bestie, balloon. Yes, vote me, huh? Yes, vote me, huh? Yes, vote me, huh?
How do you even get into this? Like, where does this even come from? Did you create this? Because you're not the only person who's doing this, folks. This is what an NPC on TikTok does live, I guess. So, I see this dude yesterday getting ready to do this. I was looking for some of these. That was weird. I was looking for some of these. I was scrolling so that I could screen record them to share them with you guys. And then I remembered that I had this one. But anyways, this dude was sitting in a McDonald's, live streaming on McDonald's free Wi-Fi, getting ready to do this shit. And I guess he was just waiting for people to get up in there into his live stream. And he had like 60 people. And you know what I don't like about TikTok is when you join a live stream, it lets the world know you're in there. AfterPrisonShow has joined. Whoa, hey, I ain't even supposed to be here. I took a wrong turn. And then when you get on the live streams on TikTok, sometimes it's hard to get off of them. So I'll be like scrolling. I'll end up on some shit that I really didn't even want to be on. AfterPrisonShow has joined. Man. But anyways, I'm watching this dude yesterday, and he's just sitting in McDonald's looking all defiant, looking at he's got like two phones, I guess, but he's on one phone just scrolling videos while he's live, doing nothing. I didn't stick around long enough to know that to see him do this shit, but I know that that's what he was getting ready to do. So what do you do for a living? Well, you know, I talk gibberish. I talk to people like they're 3 years old, and they send me money to do so. The craziest, I get like 6,000 people watching me do this shit. Come watch. Matter of fact, come hang out at the room, because as soon as we get done with this, hey, we're going to go cash out.
Wow, music so loud. Cake, give me some cake. Grab. Wow, music so loud.
How much of this did I actually freaking record?
Bad, amazing. Let's do another one.
Oh shit, that
Gang.
I don't understand what the part of the straightener with the popcorn is, but again, it's 2024, folks. This is the type of shit that holds people's attention. This shit worries me for my son. Am I embarrassed to think of what my son's going to think of me when he sees these videos? He's going to know that his father stood for something. And then tomorrow I'm going to do this. We're going to bark like a dog. Gang. Oh, yeah, but I forgot. The straightener with the popcorn. Like, people will watch anything, right? Like, you could just do anything, and people would watch it. It seems like. I've been filming shorts and doing reactions. And I'm not good at doing that. So what I have to do is I have to film I just go in. I watch the short. I watch whatever video it is that I'm reacting to numerous times as I'm just cracking jokes on it or just offering any kind of input on it. But I found myself doing one yesterday. All the while, the parking authority was marking my truck, and as I was doing this reaction, I was just kind of saying almost anything. And then it got me to thinking. I was like, holy shit, Joe. Don't forget, it's 2024. You could legitimately just say anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test the theory out. I'm going to do a reaction short, and I'm going to do it like this, where it doesn't even have nothing to do with nothing. And I'm just going to throw it out there because, yo, content these days, hey, man, content these days.
Gang, zest, yes, popcorn, zest, exclusive. Oh, welcome to the team. Yum, ice cream.
What did you just say? Like, what language are you speaking right there?
It's so good. Zest.
I wonder what her net worth is. It's probably astronomical. This chick is probably raking it in right here. And she does this every day from what I saw.
Zest, oh, thank you, baby, I love you. 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 Balloon.
Oh, God, I recorded way too much of this. I'm sorry. This is almost over, though.
Zest, let me fix something.
Perfect. Thank God, boy. I lost like 14 brain cells watching that right there. That one hurt me. Kane, shout out to you. Thank you for being up in here, man. Tell Jersey. Oh, shit. I didn't even get to read it. Oh, God. How does that even happen? I've never seen a donation come and then go away. Like, that's a glitch right there. All right, back to Prison Meal Reaction Live right here, folks. I do apologize for, putting that bullshit in your head right there. But here we go right here. All right, so this is a legitimate spread. Now, I've got quite a bit of familiarity with this right here. We've got the trash bags down as the tablecloth, okay? It's almost like a seafood broil, basically, when you get those at the restaurant and they just dump the shit right there on like the crab legs, right? They just dump the shit out for you right there and you just meal up. So we've got probably, geez, man, that's a big ass meal. Probably over $100, easily over $100 on that table right there in this prison meal. Looks like 5 or 6, maybe 10 bags of chips. But here's the crazy thing, man. Everybody is on their damn cell phone. Well, the guy recording it is, and then the other guy is. So we've got the nachos. Okay, we got some prison nachos, and then we've got some prison pizzas right there. I don't know why these donations are coming and then they're going away. I saw that. Is my thing not working? Is my internet going out? Prison nachos and prison pizza right here. These guys, and this video did have audio, but I muted it because they had music playing on it. Look at that. We're filming TikToks right there. Damn right. Look, I'm just going to call it how I see it. This prison meal, your nachos and your prison pizzas right here, man, this shit look like shit. I'm going to be honest. This ain't something you should be flexing. Now, granted, probably the amount of money poured onto this table like this, yeah, for certain. And you got to know that none of that's going to go to waste. That is a lot of food for what looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 people right there. We could count the pizzas and probably figure it out. Yeah, it looked like about 5 pizzas. I think they said this was one of these guys' birthdays. Man, if you cook this shit for me on my birthday, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to gobble it up. You know, the presentation definitely ain't here on this. But I was quickly reminded that, you know, the look of this don't really matter. So these pepperonis right here look like they've been cooked. These over here don't look like they've been cooked. Man, they got sriracha sauce. Where they at? We wasn't getting that. But that's a lot of food dumped out on that table right there. Can you imagine the hungry man walking by? Hey, yo, hey, I ain't never had no prison nacho. Can I get... Shut the door. Ain't no party over here. Like that movie American Pie. Yeah, I definitely ran this one a couple of times as well, too. I made a short about this, but there really wasn't a whole lot to say. Let's move on. Folks, we're back to the hibachi grill. We got the fried rice going on right here. Dude is making chicken fried rice, and he legitimately has the cooking pan, the sheet pan, up out of the kitchen. Okay, the fire underneath of there, you know, pretty controlled. Not a lot of smoke. Dude is definitely official with his cooking game. You can see who doesn't have as much experience and who does by the amount of fire. And then look at this right here. We got some more prison pizzas going on. They even got tinfoil on that sheet pan right there. Yeah, man. These are some exotic meals. Literally running the hibachi grill in that last video with the chicken fried rice and then making all these pizzas. Yeah, that's official right there. That's official. And again, I'm seeing videos like this all the time now. And obviously, wherever these people are at, man, they do not. Man, we got some hamburgers. Look at all that damn smoke right there. You got the smoky burgers going on right there. This one messes me up the most because, man, where are you getting ground beef in prison at? It looks like they done patted them joints. Those are not no burgers off of the tray. And what burgers do you even get? In Virginia, you barely get you some hamburgers. You get hot dogs, you know, maybe once a month or twice a month. But a hamburger, no. Yeah, you might get that once or twice a month too, actually. But them shits ain't hitting on nothing. Man, they got quarter-pound beef Angus burgers right there, is what that shit looks like. And I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, shit, that was the end of that? We need to go back to that. Something like this has got to be coming out of staff dining, is my thought. Maybe the guards bringing it in for them, right? Like, hey, man, I brought you a pound of ground beef. You better cook that shit instantly. When I was in prison, in jail, you know, one way that you would keep your items cool, especially if they don't have ice, okay, because some places don't have ice. Some places do, though. But if they don't got ice, one way that you would keep your drinks cool is by putting them in the toilet. The same place that you sit, the same place that you piss, same place that you often wash your clothes at. Yeah, people put milk cartons in the toilet water to keep them cool. Can you imagine getting a pound of ground beef in prison? And the only way that you could keep that is in the toilet? I would have a real complex about eating this, and I have a major food phobia when it comes to food poisoning. I worry all the time about what I'm eating. And something like this, man, I don't know if I would trust this. But these dudes having a bona fide Labor Day cookout on the bottom step, cooking them some Angus burgers up in there. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I got. That's all I got right there, man. Whew. That was a lot of reacting. That was a lot of reacting right there. Man, that was like 5 or 6 videos. And usually that's how I'll do the reaction videos too. I'll just bang them shits out one right after another. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody taking the time to rock with me. Redskin Chris says that's rock loaf. Hey, is that the loaf? No, that is a good point. Man, y'all barbecuing loaf up in this bitch. Oh, y'all made you some barbecue meatloaf. Man, shit. If I find out that shit's some meat rock mashed up with some bread that they grilling right there, that shit's like Hollywood money. That shit ain't real. Brian says that shit's not coming from prison we've ever been in. Somebody could be bringing it in. Did a story last week about a guard bringing the chicken pot pie in. You know, think about it. Think about if you're locked up and you got a guard who's TTG for you, right? Trained to go. Man, what wouldn't you ask them to bring in? Hey, you think you can go to the grocery store and bring me in a pound of ground beef? Shit. It ain't always got to be about the drugs. Johnny Banana, what's going on? They cook pizza up in Wallens Ridge in Virginia. Yeah, man. Shout out to Wallens Ridge, too. That's a big boy prison right there. They were cooking pizzas where I was at, too, but unless they, like, what do you mean? Did they got the ovens? We didn't have those. We were cooking pizzas in the microwave. Hell yeah, man. Maria says, where's your donation? What donation? All right, let me go ahead and move on. I got some other shit to share with you guys. Onyx says, our state doesn't have extras or microwaves. You get 3 and a snack from what I've heard. Oh. 3 meals and a snack? Where they do that at? You get a snack too? Shit, that shit sound like school. We weren't getting no snack. We was getting 3 hots and a cot, and you might not even get the hot. You know, some of the jails in my local area, Virginia Beach Jail, they were doing this when I was there. I don't know if they're still doing this, but on the weekends, they were only feeding you twice a day. Yeah, man. Hey, shit was different when I was in prison, man. They was experimenting with some wild ass shit. You ever been somewhere where they only feed you twice a day? You get breakfast at 4 o'clock, and then you get lunch at 12, and then you get a bag lunch at the same damn time. Because they going home. They ain't sitting up in there waiting for you. Oh, we got to work till 5 o'clock because these guys got to eat dinner. Shit, give them a bag lunch is what they was doing. Laura, what's going on with you? Thank you for being up in here. D says Joe has done a cookout in his backyard and everyone came. We should do another one. Definitely should do another one. Marie, shout out to you. Thank you for letting me know. Ed, what's going on? In Texas Department of Corrections, or known as TDC, they grill fajitas. Yeah, man, I've seen dudes turning the bunk into the hibachi grill. I've seen dudes turning their table in their cell into the hibachi grill. Yeah. Grill fajitas, man. Prison don't even seem that bad no more. Jesse, what's going on? My super chat vanished. What up, Joe? I don't know what's going on with that thing, man. I don't know. Let me scroll down on my thing right here. Holy shit, I can see donations on this thing from 4 years ago. That's crazy. Yo, Jody. Damn, Paralyzed Posty? Been rocking with me for that damn long? 4 years ago, I got a tip from you, brother. You be editing videos for me now. But, man, what's going on with you? Green Bay, Wisconsin inmate was saying that they haven't had a hot meal in over a year. That's bullshit. That's crazy. Nibby says Atlantic County Jail, New Jersey, Ramadan, they only do 1 hot meal snacks for non-Muslims 2 times. Hey, Ramadan is a wild time to be locked up for. That is a Muslim holiday where they fast. They fast from sunup to sundown. So they only eat when it's dark. And they would go to breakfast early before sun comes up, and then they don't eat again until after the sun goes down. And Ramadan is in the end of the summer months, right? I don't remember exactly when Ramadan takes place at.
Have you seen the frying chicken meal?
But I want to believe that it's in the summer months, like the end of the summer months. Maybe I could be completely wrong about this, but if that's the case, yo, the sun's up for a long-ass time in the summertime. But Ramadan, man, here's the crazy thing about it. You got all these gangs, you got your Aryans and all this shit. When Ramadan's over, they have a Ramadan feast, and the entire institution eats that same Ramadan feast. And you'll have these Aryan dudes up in there talking about, gee golly whiz, boy, shout out to them Muslims. Because they feed the shit out of you for the Ramadan feast. We was getting fish, bean pie. Oh, man, you ever had a bean pie? Hey, that's pretty damn good. Collard greens. It's a real soul food-esque type of a meal that we were getting at Indian Creek. And it was always weird. Like sometimes it was so much food you had like a tray and a plate. We eating like kings up in here on Ramadan feast. Knowing damn good and well we ain't do no fasting. But they gave it to everybody. Ramadan, what's going Raymond, what's going on? Have you seen the frying chicken meal in prison? Forgive me, I'm a little slow. Have I seen fried chicken in prison? Personally, I have not. I've seen baked chicken, and that's the most that I've ever seen. We got chicken trays, which was baked chicken, but never no fried chicken. I don't know why. We just wasn't getting it. But it makes sense to me that, prisoners would get it someplace. William says, what does 2 hearts in a cot mean? Oh, 2 hots in a cot. I mean, 3 hots in a cot. It just means 3 hot meals in a cot to sleep in. You bunk. Prison sounds like home to Joe now. You know what else sounds like home? Jerry dude. You know what else sounds like home? Oh, I can't do it. I'm locked out. Jerry about to be said, Jersey, do it. Do it. Because I'm trying to do it my damn self. Get him gone. Get him up out of here, man. Please, if you wouldn't mind. Tyrone, shout out to you. I know you come from a bad place too, but at least you're okay. Ramadan was back in March and April. Thank you, Tyrone. I didn't know. Yeah. If you haven't done it yet, don't worry about it. If you haven't done it, don't worry about it. Let them live. It would be the right thing to do. I caught hell for that too in the past. For bung-bunging people. If people don't like me, it is what it is. They got every right to sit up in here and bash me if that's what they want to do. So I'm fine with it. I know that I'm a foolish person to some. Hey, Vet Junkie, what's going on with you? Joe going to that level PNC reaction. NPC reaction. Yes. Yes. Chili Willy, what's going on? Shout out to you for being up in here. Wheezy World TV has the fried chicken in prison video. A shout out to that. Up too late. Sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let me move on. I got some other stuff I want to share with you guys, and we going to make it good. Damn, it's already 2 o'clock. Damn. There's no way I've been doing this for an hour. Oh, I'm getting well-versed in this. It's like my running. I just got up to running 2 miles a day, and that's tough for my out-of-shape ass. But, shit, I could probably live stream for 2 hours a day. Might be able to do it for longer. When that server comes up, we definitely going to be live streaming every day. All right, I got some stories I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to go with just one for certain. Yeah, the other one is not as good as this one's going to be, I don't feel. I haven't read this, but the headline certainly grabbed me. And I did not, but I'll get it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Headline grabbed me here, folks. The story's coming to us out of Portland. Why did I think that Portland was in like Oregon or some shit. Portland is actually in Maine. And Maine is where I was born at. I was, actually. That's why Joe's so weird. Because I was born in Maine. Who the hell do you know from there? No one. Yeah. Nibby, thank you very much. I remember when you couldn't run a quarter mile. Oh, well, let me rephrase that. I'm still only running, like, I run like a quarter mile or a third of a mile. And then I walk for like a little bit, and then I run. But I'm never going to be able to run it straight. My wind sucks. Whoa, I didn't mean to throw this guy in your face that quickly. Homeless machete attacker released from Maine jail. Arrested again for Portland Park knife attack. I swear I thought that this was happening in Seattle somewhere. I am embarrassed for my state. Kevin, shout out to you, brother. We from Maine. Hey, man, you got a dude that was a machete attacker, said that he was homeless, and you let him up out of jail, though. Where they do that at? How this dude didn't end up in prison? What you mean you attacked with a machete? You must have not cut nobody, okay? If I find out that you hurt somebody and they let your dumb ass up out and you did this shit again, shame on the state for letting you up out of there. Shame on the state, man. Yeah, man, look at dude right here. A homeless man who in January was charged with assaulting people with a machete. What does that even mean? How you assault somebody with a machete? We talk about hitting them with the handle? Because the only thing that I could see you doing with a machete is malicious wounding, attempted murder. How you catch an assault charge for that? That just don't sound strong enough with something like a machete. Jersey says innocent until proven guilty. Where they doing that at? That shit just sounds good. Ahmed Hassan, 38 years old, Ismail, who in a February press release, Portland police identified as unhoused. Oh, stop the bullshit. First we say unalived, now we say he's unhoused. It's 2024, folks. You can't call nobody homeless no more. They unhoused. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody who's homeless, okay? Jim, what's going on? Shout out to you for being up in here. Mr. Lucky from Dixie, the land of cotton. I love the South. Shout out to you for being up in here. Was arrested in Portland on Tuesday and charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Huh. As of Thursday morning, Ismail is being held at the Cumberland County Jail on a $1,500 bond. He must have not done nothing serious. You got a $1,500 bond? According to a spokesperson for the Portland Police Department, Ismail was apprehended at the baseball field near the Deering Oaks Park. Baseball field sounds like children to me. I can't believe they ain't shoot your ass. He assaulted someone with a knife. If we're calling this person unhoused, is assaulted the new stabbed up? I just don't understand it. The terminology today, popcorn, so good. The terminology today is insane. James. Oh, shit. He assaulted someone with a knife, the spokesperson said. According to our records, we still believe he is unhoused. Oh, now I understand what you were saying right there. Who said it? Somebody said unhinged. Yeah, like we thought that might have been a typo. Sakira, what's going on with you? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Aren't machetes illegal to carry? I don't know. That is an interesting point to mention right there. Because what else would you be doing walking down the street with a machete? Where are you going with that machete in your hand? Whew. The fight reportedly involved a man who was moving around the building with a machete and assaulting people, police said. I'm not following what's actually going on here. The suspected assailant, Ahmed Ismail, was located by police and charged with assault, criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon, and violating conditions of his release. Yeah, if they didn't send your ass to prison the first time, your dumb ass is certainly going there this time. Man, we just let you out for some shit involving a sharp object. And here you are doing this. Following his arrest when Ismail was being booked into the Cumberland County Jail, he was charged with unlawful possession of Scheduled W drugs and trafficking in prison contraband. Damn, they caught him with that shit in the suitcase, though, because how else? How else? You get caught with it at the jail. They're going to search your ass before they take you there. Yeah, man. Stickman done. You're going to sit it down for a little while. You can't be running around with no machete and no knives, attacking people at baseball fields. That shit just ain't going to fly. People ain't going for that shit these days. People just ain't going for it these days. Yeah, that was all I got, man. We breezed through my reactions and then that story. I did have one other story. It wasn't that good. I do have one more story that I'll leave you guys with. And I mentioned this on a previous live stream. A little bit of an update to this, if this shit would ever load. Is my internet acting funny? Can't even imagine. Oh, shit, I forgot about this one. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just want to share this with you. This is so horrible. But I'll share it with you anyways. This is not where I was going to wrap this up with. I got two final things I'm going to wrap it up with. So I run across a post yesterday, and you want to talk about a post going from bad, like, you know, just taking a turn for the worst. Let me share this with you. This is pretty good. Good for a laugh, I guess. Death Boo, what's going on? Shout out to you for getting up in here. Blake Dog, what's going on? Shout out to you. Hit that like button, y'all. James, appreciate it. All right, look, so I run across this post right here. It says, hello, I'm Anita, and something to know about me is my son is in prison, soon to be released for a crime he did commit. He's been down for 24 years. We live in Milwaukee. Innocent enough post, woman introducing herself, talking about her son who's been locked up for 24 years. They're in Milwaukee. The first comment on this shit just sends it, right? First comment, boom. That's what they all say. Man, when I read that shit, I cut up, man. I was like, damn, man, that shit is horrible right there. But as I would continue into the comments section, I would realize I don't remember where the comment was, but somebody was calling this person out for saying that's what they all say, because the woman said, my son is in prison, soon to be released for a crime he did commit. But if you read it fast, it would probably seem like, you know, for a crime he didn't commit. This person jumped to conclusions immediately. I mean, just went right off the deep end. That's what they all say. And then, folks, this shit turned into a race war. I swear it did. She said, didn't commit. And your kind have locked the wrong people up several times. And then we go into the straight black and white of it. Your kind, what does that even mean? Kamala Harris doesn't look like, oh my God, man. Hey, the lady was just simply trying to introduce herself, and then the shit went completely left field. Completely left field. Crazy. What does this comment say? You took me a random $5 from the APS subreddit. That's all y'all got. That's all y'all got. Please use it for your lawyer. Sarcastic panda. Oh. You know what's funny about this person right here? This is the ringleader. This is the leader
Panda,
of the
$5
Legion.
From the APS subreddit. Please use it for your
This is
lawyer.
the person right here,
Love,
folks.
Sarcastic panda.
Yeah. So funny thing about this person was I actually found out who this person was. Why did it go away? What happened? I found out who that person is. That person is the #1 hater of me. And some kind of a way, like it was Tom. I don't mean to put him out there, but what's the matter at this point? Who showed me who you were. Tom knows you. That's the wildest damn thing to me. It just shows you like how small of a world it is. And not that it matters. Like, I don't care who you are. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. But the problem is you're running an illegal operation there, allowing my son's face to be plastered all over there with people making fun of my son. And then some other wild shit as well. Like I said, tomorrow we will acknowledge y'all. Okay? We'll do it on the live stream. Tune in. Have your wallets open. And we'll get into it. Because what I've got, not only are we going to do it on the live stream, we are going to turn it into the video. I was going to do it with the video about my son, and then I went and I got me some screenshots of some stuff. But then I found something even more damning up there. Crazy. Jersey says, imagine paying money to troll. Oh my God, yo. When I don't acknowledge you at all. That's how it be. That shit is wild as a bitch, man. But look, man, I had a lot of fun here. Oh, I didn't get to the other story. You almost took the wind out of my sails. I'm telling you, man, tomorrow's the 30th. It's the last day of the month. I got to go hard. Shit. Gotta go hard, man. Shout out to the people up in here. I want to wrap this up on a positive story, okay? There's too much negativity out there. People hate on me for no good reason at all. What have I ever done wrong? I hate to say this, but, you know, since coming home from prison, I'm virtually stainless, without a stain. They are in that subreddit right now. Did you hear what Joe just said? You know, sometimes I just do it for you, just to give you something to talk about. But again, folks, we're going to wrap this up on a positive note right here. About a week ago, I shared with you a story in my local area of a couple of kids who were running a lemonade stand, and that lemonade stand got robbed. Not even really robbed. Some guy walked up to the lemonade stand, snatched their tip jar. There was $40 in the tip jar, and then ran off. Okay? Shame on that person. When I went and was doing a little investigating about lemonade stands getting jacked, I ran across a lot more distressing stories of people getting robbed at gunpoint at a lemonade stand. Crazy to think. Crazy to think, right? But then, damn, I lost my whole train of thought. Y'all taking me out of my element here. Trying to remember where I was going. Joe, post that Cash App again. Oh, God. I don't know. You're coming from a dangerous place. Why? You could just scroll back through and see it. Appreciate it, though. Why would you want my Cash App? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to hack me? Is that where we're at right now? Anyways, lemonade stand was robbed a week ago. It made the news. Well, folks, the community rallied. And when the story first broke, there were people in the comments section, you know, being nasty. It's sort of like some of the people being mean to me, you know. But people were saying, well, did they have a permit to have the lemonade stand? Did they have a license? Well, you know, whatever. Anyways, last weekend, folks, the community rallied for these young kids, and they raised $20,000. They did the lemonade stand again, and they raised $20,000. And I don't even think I'm trying to remember. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. This is the wrong story. Sorry, I was getting that confused. They did the lemonade stand in my local area. They raised like $6,000. And they caught the guy that did it. He was a 19-year-old kid. They don't even got his mugshot available, which is crazy. I don't know why they wouldn't release that. 19-year-old punk-ass kid steals $40 from some kids. What kind of problems do you think he's going to have in the jail, if any? Kane says, you want to send me a proposition? There's no need for a proposition. I know that you're the foe. Send me an email. Send me an email. Thank you, though. Oh, shit, you want to send me a proposition? I wonder if it's an extortion. Y'all giving me all sorts of ideas. I was extorted by trolls. Holy shit, folks. I need to let you know. I need to get to this story. I really want to get to this. Can you imagine that? Y'all just giving me all sorts of ideas. I'm here against my will. But if I don't do exactly what they tell me to do, they're going to try to do something. I like it. I like it. Mrs. Lucky said probably fit right into to county. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let me get back to this story. I was just thinking about all the possibilities. Businesses rallied behind a 12-year-old whose ice cream stand was shut down by the city. This kid raises $20,000. Kind of ties into the other story, too, as well, because of the comments saying, did they have a permit? Well, this kid got hit with exactly that. The health department shut his ice cream stand down. Man, kids can't even sell ice cream these days, but they can go live on TikTok and be NPCs. Wild ass shit. Grumpy old man, what's going on? What's your shout out to you? I see you right there. Not sure if you're for me or against me. Danny's mom encouraged him to start up his ice cream stand as long as half the profits went to charity. The lemonade stand that got robbed in my local area, hey, them kids said, forget the charity. They went and bought them some ATVs and dirt bikes, which hopefully I'll remember the final point that I want to make about all of that. So this is in Massachusetts. Bored and looking for something to do this summer. Shout out to these young kids, or this young kid, for wanting to do something outside. Danny hatched a plan to raise money for his brother's hockey team selling homemade ice cream. His brother's handicap. It's a special handicap hockey league that his brother plays on. After a few days of setting up the stand and serving vanilla, shaved chocolate, and fluffernutter, what the hell is that? To about 20 people, Danny's family received a letter from the Board of Health ordering it shut down. Town officials had received a complaint. Man, people so nasty these days. They so nasty. They will complain on a 12-year-old kid. Unreal. Violated the Massachusetts food code and state regulation. Rules are rules. You know, you gotta abide by them. Surprised and upset. Don't understand because there's so many lemonade stands and they don't get shut down. Now we're just telling on somebody else. Danny's mom encouraged him to start the stand as long as he donated half the proceeds to charity. Somebody complained. That was the most disappointing part for us, was that somebody thought it necessary to complain about a child's stand. It seemed a little, crazy if you ask me. So anyways, the community came together and they raised $20,000 and they donated all of that money to the brothers' hockey team. And they said that amount was more than the club spends in the entire year. I had read this story prior to sharing it. And, man, what a feel-good story right there. Now, let me end on a little conspiracy theory. Think about this. What if? I hate to play devil's advocate. Jail bonds, I did not get your email. I searched through my spam folder. I searched high and low. I did not get this email from you. But I will leave the email for you to email me. Let me look at my email. I'm gonna leave it right here. All right, there's my email right there. If you got anything you want to talk to me about, hit me up. What if it was all a hoax? And I'm not saying that it was, but just hear me out. Devil's advocate here. Lemonade stand gets robbed for $40. What if we could turn that 40 into 6,000? Hear me out now. It's going to sound a little crazy. Somebody going to have to go to jail. All right, but $6,000, it's a come up. Was it staged? Feeling like it could have the response that it did have. I'm not saying that it was, and, you know, it's horrible to even think that. But again, the day and age that we live in, folks, you can't put nothing past nobody. All right. And one final thing. I know I said that was it, but I got one final thing. Oh, shit. That's not what it was? Man, I got to type that shit all over again. You know Joe can't type instant. Damn it. Spelt it wrong. There we go. Somebody sent me this yesterday. It was, I don't get many emails, so it's easy for me to find it. I feel like it was right. Oh, I passed it. Damn it, man. Can't find it now. Anyways, I can't remember who it was who sent me this, but I want to show you. I guess it won't let me go there. Anyways, God bless it, man. Oh, well, we can look it up on Facebook. We can do that, right? Oh, man, they had some people at this thing, too. All right. Can't remember who sent me this, but thank you for doing so. I'm going to check this out, and I'm actually going to try to get this so that we can react to it, do a real reaction to this. Folks, some guys created this right here called Instant Spreads. Prison meal in a bag, like an MRE. All you got to do is add water. I went to their website. I checked this out. They are $5 a bag. The bag's about, yay big. Matter of fact, here's a picture of it right here. Wait. Now, this dude's got like the starter kit right here. That's not it. That's it right there. So, yeah, man, look at this. Just add hot water, the original mix. Now, what this is, it's a ramen soup. You got some cheese crunchies in here, and you got some crushed up pork skins, right? Pork rinds. Break bread is what they've called this. They're selling these for $5, which is crazy to think that a ramen soup is only 33 cents. A handful of cheese crunchies is $0.25, and the same with a pork rind. So for $1, the bag probably cost. They're making a decent little come up off of these shits right here. You can get 10 packs, and they've got different flavors, and those are $50. But you can get one pack for $5. I'm going to order this. What the hell is that? They made a Man, I know damn good and well they ain't make no ramen noodle popsicle right there. Shit, man. James says his name is Lefty Gunplay. Oh, is that who made this? The guy Lefty Gunplay? I saw something about him on something. Is that who made that? Good Times, the Foo Community official event with whoever that person, Yellow Hill, and Lefty Gunplay, Rowdy Rax, and then I can't pronounce, L.A. Icon. Damn, did I get that? Did they make this? Because good for them if they did. We got the bottle right here. Got the spread, little commissary bag right there. Good shit, man. Y'all check these folks out and what they got going on right here. I want to try it. I respect it. If you can come home from prison and I don't even know what their story is. Like, did they serve time? Because when I go to the website and I look at the about section, they don't mention anything about prison. So, good on them for that. But obviously that's what this is from, like prison or jail. Here's their website right here, and I couldn't get on it a minute ago. Yeah, it wasn't working. I think I'm officially not good. Okay, we got it on the commissary bag right there. I like that. Break bread, nice. Yeah, man. Hey, check these folks out, man. Give them some love. I'm interested in checking it out. And look at that. No crushing, no mess, just add hot water. I can't tell. They ought to let me do the infomercial with this. Are you tired of crushing up ramen noodles? It's a black and white scene, and like you're trying to crush up the ramen noodles, and the shits are just going everywhere. Damn it. Mass One said Lefty did 8 years in Cali. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know a whole lot about the West Coast and that scene out there, but yeah, man, I'm interested in checking out their meal. I'll even make a commercial for them. Let me not say that. I could. There's been a couple of people who have come home and have done things with the ramen noodles. There was a guy from California as well who was making the low sodium noodles. He was trying to get those up into the prison. I don't know if he ever did or not, but yeah, man, I'm interested in trying this spread. And I watched the way that they made it too, right? Because they added the water, then when it cooked up and swelled up, then they added mayonnaise and mustard, and I was just like, oh shit. And then they took that shit out and they put it on a slice of bread, man. Hey, they ain't doing no fancy shit over there in California, man. They raw dogging their prison meals. Put a little bit of cheese on that shit and fold that money up, and that was their meal. I want to try it just the way that they did it. All right, I gotta wrap this thing up, folks. It's my babysitter's getting ready to leave, and that's it, man. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to rock with me on this. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the love and support. Tomorrow, hey, man, we going hard in the paint. We are going to war with the trolls. I mean, why not? Ain't got shit else to do. Let's do it, man. We're going to put them in their place tomorrow. Their timbers are shivered. They're shaking in their boots. Let's get it. It's going to be a great stream tomorrow. Then we're going to bust that joint up, turn it into a video. We're going to double dip off of that thing. And, yeah, man. There's certain things. Look, you can troll. Like, trolling is fine. Hey, forget him. He's no good. I don't like him. But, man, these people, man, they just take it too damn far, man. Look at that. Horrible people out there. Horrible people. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Jersey, appreciate you. Yeah, man, we're going to do that joint like around 1 o'clock, maybe 12:45, somewhere around there. Yeah, man. And we're going to go in. Go in. Certainly will. Y'all have a great one. Thank you for taking the time, and I will look forward to sharing more with y'all tomorrow. Until then, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!